If you're preparing for competitive exams and you're facing these two problems, which is really affecting your score, then let me give you certain study techniques that will completely eliminate these problems. And I'm going to show you how to use these study techniques in the most efficient way so that you save time and energy. So stick around till the end of the video. First is forgetting. Most of us, what we have a habit of doing is, let's say I'm reading this topic, I'm going to read it till the end, I'm going to understand, I'm going to probably underline the important parts, and tomorrow when I'm revising, I'll either make notes of this and revise those notes, or I'm just going to reread the same thing. If you reread, then you gain familiarity, which does not actually mean you're recalling information. So when you go to the exam hall, you've seen the question, you know the answer is somewhere there, but you're not actually being able to recall the facts. Okay, so instead of rereading, what you do is you write questions instead, which is a technique called active recall. Okay, so you write questions. I'm currently reading the land systems, so I'm going to write questions such as, what is the zamindari system? Okay, and then I'm going to follow up with some more questions such as, which viceroy implemented it? Let's say, if this is important for my exam, or which places in India was it implemented? How is it different than the Royatwari system? Okay, and then maybe I'll just write the page number as well, so that for me it's easy to come back and revise it. Now, when you write questions, instead of rereading your notes or rereading the book, then you're forcing your brain to remember. I have to actually sit and think of the answer. This way, you form stronger neuron connections that will help you remember for a longer time. You're still going to forget it unless you revise. Okay, so we're coming to the second part, revisions. Now, the timing of the revision is super important. Think about it. Okay, if you revise too soon, that means your brain is not worked hard enough for it to remember. It doesn't form stronger neurons. If you revise too late, the neurons that was formed in the first study session has disappeared. So what you must do instead is revise in an increasing interval, which is given by the spaced repetition technique. Spaced revision tells you that you must revise it just as you were about to forget it. So it's hard enough, and also the neurons are still there. So you must revise in this way. Okay, today whatever you study, you're going to forget it. You're going to forget about 70% of the information by tomorrow. So you need to revise tomorrow. Day 1 of revision, if this is day 0, the next day 1 of revision is super important. Then you must revise it after a certain time period. Let's say after 3 days. So day 4 of revision is very important. And then so on. You keep on revising in an increasing interval, so that when your exam comes after a year, you've revised each and everything that you've actually studied. Now, the most efficient way of revising using questions and spaced repetition is by using digital flashcards, which you can use from the spaced revision app. And I'm going to show you how it works. Alright, first you just need to download this app called Space Revision. You can just register and log in, and this will be the page that shows up. Just go to the deck feature, and let's assume that you are studying any subject for that matter. Okay, I can take history, I can take economics, or anything. So I'm just gonna create a deck name. Let's say I'm studying Indian economy for now, so I'm just gonna create a deck called Indian economy. And then next what I will do is I'm gonna start adding the flashcards here, which is questions for active recall. So let's say for the front of the flashcard, I'm just gonna add a very easy question on Indian economy. Let's say, what is PM Fasal Bhima Yojana? I can either write the answer here itself, or you can write the page number of the notes you've created, or the page number of the book that is there. Now this way you can continue and add all your flashcards or all your questions that you've written. Okay, and it's gonna look somewhat like these. Let me show you some of the old questions that I've created. So these are all the flashcards from Lakshmikant, where you can see that union or federation, name of the country. You can just write all of these questions that are there and then start revising them this way. So I'm just gonna come here and I'm gonna do study all. Okay, so what is the union of federation of states? This is active recall. Now I have to force my brain to remember. Let's say I forget it. If I forget it, then I'm gonna swipe left, which means that I don't know, so I must revise this again. If I know, then I'm gonna review it in one day, next day. So next day is very, very important. And similarly, I'm gonna revise it in 3 days, 7 days, and so on, which the app will automatically take care of it. I just need to do my active recall from this app. Now, I'll show you an example of the course that I've been doing recently, which is modern history, and from where you might have heard about this app as well. So, I'm just going to go to modern history and I'm going to show you how it looks. Okay, for now you can see for the advent of the Europeans, it shows 29 dues. So, when I open, it's going to open up to revise. Why was the second Anglo-Mysore war fought? So it was basically fought because Hyder Ali and the British, they did not accept the terms of the demand, so hence Hyder Ali went back and fought. So the British violated the defensive term, which was the Treaty of Madras, and hence Hyder Ali went to defend it, right? So I can maybe do the explanation as well. Now, following the space repetition technique, I need to now revise it in 11 days. So similarly, I'm going to revise each and every one of this accordingly. Why was the first Anglo-Mysore war fought? Because of the tension there between Hyder Ali and the British, right? So there were a lot of trade rivalries, alliances with the French. Now I didn't get this 100% because I forgot Nizam's geopolitical scheming, so I'm just gonna do didn't know, and it's gonna come again. And this way, all your flashcards and all your revisions will be taken care of through the app. So you can just open this app when you're waiting for auto, or when you're waiting for your class to finish, or you've just come back from work. So 5 minutes of doing this left and right active recall will truly transform your revision technique, and you never have to worry about revision because you can just come, you can just do the decks. So many other people have created the decks as well. Here are the GRE revision cards, you have idioms for SSC, and this way you can just create your own flashcard as well. You can even put it public if you want to. You can just go here, share it with everybody, share it with your friends, and through this way, all your revisions using the space repetition technique, which is automatically calculated for you. You don't really have to worry about when to revise what, right? Each and every flashcard will has its own space repetition technique. You can see this, it's 14 days, 33 days, and so on. Check out space revision. It's a cool way of studying, and you'll never have to worry about revisions again.